What up? It's your boy Ant Money. Welcome to the Ant Money Experience, the podcast experience unlike anything else you'll ever see. You know, this last week or so, I was watching other podcasts, and this is really a podcast experience unlike any other. Shout out to that. Shout out to y'all for coming back once again. Appreciate y'all being here. Hope everybody's having a good week. That week at the holiday always whooped my ass. I was fighting, but you know, we made it. Today was a hectic day, but got through it. This next week I got thank you, appreciate it. Brandon Watson, ladies and gentlemen. But this upcoming weekend, me and my folks supposed to be going to Dallas. Pray for them because they gonna need it. Because I'm gonna get on everybody's goddamn nerves before we leave. They gonna be glad to get rid of me before it's over. But I hope everybody enjoyed their holiday weekend. Hope everybody's having a good week. You know, at the Ant Money Experience, this is the unofficial start of the weekend. To my podcast viewers, you know, if you in the comments, let a brother know so I can give you the proper shout out. Also, been networking a little bit in the week that I missed y'all. Got some dope shows coming up. My last guest, he was thoroughly pissed off that his connectivity wasn't quite there, so he wants to come back. Got a few things in the tuck. I don't want to speak too soon. I want to make sure that they line up before I start speaking on it. But if you are here, you are viewing this podcast on the greatest podcast network in the world, the Big Exclusive Network. We got some dope shows on the network, a safe space for men. Shout out to Ryan, my guest co-host that will be joining us later. Definitely a dope podcast. I believe he's going to be taking a bit of a short break, but coming back delivering great content as he always does. Word on the street is Big Exclusive is revamping the Big Exclusive podcast, which will be coming to you on Tuesdays at 7 o'clock with him, Angry OG, and Top Flight himself. I can't wait for that to come back. I love to be in the comments. Just the dustiness of it all is an experience in itself. But before we go any further, a word from our sponsors. So, what up, Auntie Sugar? If you would like to be a guest co-host on the Ant Money Experience or would like to be a part of my Spotlight segment where we highlight something that you have going on, let a brother know. You can definitely slide in my DMs, slide in my inbox. Ladies, if you send a little naughty picture, might jump you to the front of the line. You never know. Take a chance. Live a little. Bet on yourself. But y'all know we've come to that point. Let's jump into that. If it bleeds, it leads. Also, if you do not have a membership to get that exclusive content, stop being cheap, y'all. It's only $4.99. Definitely had a scheduling conflict, but my hot seat episode will be filmed shortly. I just gotta reschedule that, but some other dope stuff going on over there that you won't be able to see first if you don't have that membership. But with that being said, producer, play my first video, please.
Look, he fucking nutted on my fucking leg. You go to hell, bitch. Oh my god. He nutted on my leg. He nutted on my leg.
Now, this particular video was footage of an incident that happened recently in Philly. I forget what part. Where an individual walked up in a supermarket and ejaculated on this young lady's leg. And I mean, she chased him, but I mean, that's assault all day. That's actually very fucking disgusting. And the crazy part of it all is he walked into the supermarket with a shirt on that said, "It ain't gonna suck itself." And the internet found him. He turned himself in today. I forget his name, but before I go any further, sir, you are a crumb bum.
You're a
Indeed.
crumb creep. I want to fight you. You don't have the courage. You're a real crumb bum.
I mean, that's just some straight up foul shit. Ladies, make sure you are watching and protecting yourself out here. Because, I mean, the stuff that y'all got to go through to be in a supermarket just chilling, minding your business, and somebody, that's some wild shit. But like I said, the dirt ball turned itself in earlier today, and you better hope they don't send you to cell block 1, you dirty bastard. Okay, not going to focus too much on that. Since we last met, the BET Awards took place. I don't normally watch the BET Awards, but it ain't no sports, so you really ain't got no choice. Audience, do y'all still tune into the BET Awards? I felt like I was watching it by myself. One thing I will say about the BET Awards, though, Taraji P. Henson, you are annoying as hell. I don't ever want to see you host anything else. Now, she had an incident with, I forget the guy that goes around and gives his synopsis on different businesses, but they had like a bit of a little back and forth. That was about whatever. But Taraji P. Henson was Keith Lee. They had like a little spat back and forth. His move seemed a little sassy, but when he explained it, I understood it. Unnecessary. He got rid of the post, but Taraji P. Henson, you are a horrible host. But producer, bring up my next clip. Angela Simmons, that picture at the top right is her on the red carpet. You know, looking at all 5 of these pictures, she reminds me of when you date that one cute girl and you be asking them like, "Yo, why you single?" And you get with them and see how annoying they are. Like that picture at the top left in a tub with Oreos, and that was champagne. That wasn't even milk. Oreos, fried Oreos. You took a lot of unnecessary effort to make this concoction. That picture on the left, she's on a red carpet with a iPhone case that's a green gun. Now, she apologized for that, but why was that even necessary? The bottom left is her with Yo Gotti pants on. First of all, what happened to your ass? It used to look a little different than it. But fellas, don't you hate when your girl make you take one of them pictures with them and you don't really want to be taking them pictures? But the middle at the bottom is, I don't even know why that was necessary. You know what? Them 2 on the right on the bottom, I don't know why they were necessary. But Angela Simmons, go back to Ren's house. I think I'm gonna speak for the collective. I think we tired of you. But producer, bring up my next clip, please.
This is the BET Awards. This is a celebration of blackness, of black culture, of black entertainment, of black excellence. And when you do something like this, you got folks outside the community see that. TMZ talking about it, NBC talking about it, CNBC talking about it, CBS talking about it, USA Today talking about it, PBS, everybody but PBS. When that kind of stuff happens, how do you think that benefits us? And that's a story that we don't get into nearly as much as we should. Did it ever occur to anybody to remind yourself of the responsibility we have? I'm not blaming any of the folks there in the audience. They didn't know. And even though BET is owned by Paramount, It's still BT. Black folks everywhere. All up in there. This is the BT Award.
I was hoping that that clip would run by the time Ryan got here, because me and Ryan, we had a conversation about that earlier, but Stephen A. Smith, or Stephanie as Ryan would call you, why? Why is that necessary? I feel like he's starting to tap dance for the folks, you know, the lights. And I mean, why is it necessary? OJ is considered a hero for multiple reasons. I know, what up, El Presidente? I know we might have slight gripes with OJ, but he's one of ours, and he passed away. They put up a picture memorializing him. It wasn't that big of a deal. Stephen A. Smith, for you to go on, and for you to say what you said about us making a show in front of the world, but you go back and do this, is kind of hypocritical. And I watched a breakdown about Stephen A. Smith the other day, and they were saying, but you the same person that was going in on Kyrie Irving for years for no reason. In fact, Kenny Smith had to come talk to you because y'all both from Brooklyn and say, like, yo, he one of us. Like, leave him alone, because the same old heads that looked out for you looked out for him. Relax. I'm not. Stephen A. Smith is really starting to piss me off. That headline pisses me off. The whack ass lays he be wearing be pissing me off. I think I've just begun to not be a fan of him, but that was all I had to say about the BET Awards. Producer, play my next clip, please. Royalty, what up, good brother? If you're unaware what took place, that was a viral video from about 2 weeks ago where Rick Ross was doing a festival out in Canada and decided as he was leaving the stage play, "They Not Like Us." You a wild bull for that. For one, you in Drake's country. We know he not American. That wasn't a smart move, good brother. I think you should have left that one alone. But you definitely had to pay the price. This reminds me of when Jada was on, when Jada came to Philly and did Powerhouse and decided that he wanted to play his diss track for Beanie Siegel, and they threw everything except the kitchen sink at him. You gotta know how to move a little smarter. You're not gonna get certain things off in certain places. I know in Philly, I feel like we're the only people allowed to talk about Meek. Although he makes it so easy for everybody to talk about him. But yeah, Ross, that wasn't smart at all. Yeah. I mean, it was bold, but your security paid the price. And apparently there's more footage from that incident where he ran off, which I don't blame you. That shit wasn't it wasn't smart. Producer, play my next video, and before you play the video, I would like you to join me for a second after you play this video. Play this video, please.
That girl, I hate her. I hate her. I wish somebody would make a diss record against her ass. I think I'm about to write a diss. I don't like that bitch. I don't like her at all. Like, she be single-handedly playing in y'all face. And I said to myself, who the fuck is her fan base? This is why I hate when y'all listen to her music. Like, y'all keep saying, like, yeah, man, but the beat hit. I don't give a fuck much of motherfucking shit. Let me tell you something. Every time I hear that bitch in my motherfucking car, I turn her shit off because I know she detrimental to the black community. I know she motherfucking influencing young girls to pop they pussy open for a baby. I know that's what that bitch doing. And in the same breath, she's influencing these young girls to be ratchet, nasty, and trifling. And then she's telling y'all that y'all got carpet hair. So not only is she's influencing y'all to do that, but she's also insulting y'all at the same time. I hate that bitch. I promise you.
Producer, could you step into the room for a second? Now, do you share this young lady's sentiments?
Hell yeah.
May I ask why?
All right. I don't want to sound like the old nigga at the club. First and foremost, my ears when it came to music were trained for lyrics first.
Okay.
Right? Lyrics first. I need to know what you talking about, what you saying, what's the message, what's the bop, what's the point of the record first. Trained to listen to the beat second. Third, how you use your voice as an instrument to complement the beat. Okay?
Okay.
So to me, lyrics matter.
Okay.
The whole package matter. If you call yourself sexy, please be at least halfway sexy. But that's subjective, so I'm going to leave that part alone. Okay? But what truly bothers me about this girl is her lyrical content, and she influences. No, let me just say this. I think it's very poor messaging. That's it. It's very poor messaging. And every time she says something, she influences these young girls to think it's okay and cute to say it. My booty hole brown and all my coochie. What do we like? It's overt. It's so overt and it's so unnecessary if you had talent.
What is the difference between that and Little Kim used to being scared of the dick? Now she put her lips to the shit.
So again, I said we're trained to listen to lyrical content first, right?
Okay.
Beat second, how you use your voice as an instrument on the beat, and that totality, the totality of all those three things is different. Sexy Red ain't saying that shit for no lyrical wizardry. Lil' Kim had lyrical prowess.
No, she just had a hell of a
Sexy Red saying that shit for shock and awe.
Come on, that's a reach.
Nah, bro.
You don't think
bro. Who's a better writer, Lil' Kim or Sexy Red?
Well, if I had to say, I think that there's somebody behind both of them. But I mean, obviously, Little Kim. So if she rapped a little better, you would be more tolerant of it.
If I feel like at the end of the day, if I felt like she could actually fucking be good on the, and let's be honest, Joe Spencer just said it. Sexy Red is ratchet music, right?
Yeah, we enjoy ratchet music,
and that's her lane. She got it on lock,
right?
But every genre don't need to be front and center. Like, let me say this: that I don't want to be the old man at the club. I refuse to let my daughters listen. That's all I'll say. It ain't for me, and it ain't for my daughters. For those of you who enjoy that type of music, more power to you.
But what would be the difference in, like, for instance, me being all of 9 years old listening to Machiavelli? It didn't influence me. I just like the way it sounds.
All right, so what does that mean exactly? It didn't influence you, but it influenced the whole generation. What are you talking about? If you're talking about does rap influence, I'll paint you the perfect example. Drill rap coming out of Chicago. You think that had an influence?
I can't argue against that.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, just because it didn't influence you, doesn't mean it didn't influence your other homies.
Would you say that's when it's your job as a parent to step in?
Exactly. Hence, It's not for me, so it ain't for my. And let me be clear, my daughters don't listen to Little Kim either. Okay. Let me be clear. I'm the parent. I decide what's okay for them to listen to. I concern myself with their mental health. I concern myself with their self-esteem. I concern myself to what they are listening to, because it's called programming. So it's all programming. I don't want to get no conspiracy theory going. I'm just saying what they put into their brain, I want to make sure I can somewhat control as a parent.
All right. I just wanted your opinion on that particular subject because I know that our opinions differ, but I appreciate your input, good sir.
All right, and I appreciate you bringing me on for that. And let me just say this real quick before I get out of here.
Okay.
Drill rap is the worst rap we ever had in history. And I don't say that to say it's because of the subject matter. I say it to say I don't feel like any of them niggas can rap. Because if you just listen, I said the way I listen to music, the way I judge artists is 1, lyrical content, lyrical ability. 2, beat selection. Can you choose a good beat? And 3, does your voice turn into an instrument over that beat? Perfect example is Jadakiss.
Okay.
I love Kiss' voice, his lyrical content, and how he chooses beats, where he uses his voice to add to it. DMX was another one. Yeah, DMX was another one. Okay. Now, when I listen to, I don't know if you listen to any Philly drill rap, these niggas just think, all right, I'm a shooter in the street, so I can go in the booth and just diss and talk shit. They never be on beat.
Yeah, it don't really correlate.
Their voice is not an instrument. They just be in there talking. Yeah, I called my op. I rode him up the block. He chopped him up, shot him up 50 times, lay him down, spent the block. Bow, bow. Like, the shit be so fucking silly. That's why, to me, it's the worst genre. It's because these niggas can't rap, period. Thanks for bringing me on, bro. Great show.
Not a problem. I just brought him up here because I needed an old nigga with old nigga ears. Man, Big Sexy shit, knock. When I go out, when they play Big Sexy, the club turns up. What y'all talking about? That girl put all that stuff in that video for what? You're mad. Shout out to Big Sexy. Keep doing your thing. And when you come to Philly, I might slide through the show because I know the shorties is gonna be out there half naked. Well, I know I can't use Big Exclusive as a a way to get me in there because I don't got him being for that. But listen, if one of my friends out there got a hookup, let me know. I'm trying to be in here. But that was all I had to say about that. I just wanted somebody's opinion that was different than mine, that I could trash their opinion, because Big Sexy knocks in the club every time. Get the party started, keep the party going. Matter of fact, her song's playing rotation 3 times throughout the night. Club turn-ups, but this day and age, the club full of ratchets. When has the club ever been full of respectable women? That's where y'all kill me. Y'all forget back in y'all day, they might have wrecked a little bit better, but it was the same. The club always been full of ratchets. You might find a diamond and a rough, but the club, nobody's going there for a respectable fun time. If you wanted to go somewhere for a respectable fun time, you would have picked a different venue. But to enter sports, shout out to the 76ers. The 76ers have signed Paul George, free agent, leaving the Clippers. You're younger than me. That doesn't mean anything. My statement still remains. You tried it, Royalty. But the 76ers have signed Paul George. Shout out to that. We didn't have to make no dumb trade. Fuck you, Tobias Harris. Glad you're out of here. You can go rot in Detroit. Not that I have anything against you as a person. I just hate your gameplay. We have also re-signed Kyle Lowry, Philadelphia great. We rocking this year. What up, Tony? I like to see where my 76ers go. Tony, I'm mad you came in when you did. You just missed the sexy red talk. I think you would have had some good input for that. But 76ers, I mean, we rocking this year. I like to see what we do. I still don't have championship expectations, but I think what we have in play right now, we can definitely make a good run. Enough to upset Boston a little bit, but I think Boston still kind of run the East for maybe the next like 2 to 3 years. But y'all know how I like to do with if it bleeds, it leads. Producer, play my funny video of the week.
Mark, get set, go. Come on, C, you got him. Why you give up?
You guys may recognize that young man with those jets on him. That would be yours truly. I smoked my daughter in that video. I don't care what nobody else says. That is footage of my daughter after she challenged me. She called me talking big shit one day. Yeah, I'm in the gym. Actually, I think I can beat you in a race. And I felt rather disrespected. For one, I happened to be in the gym when she said it. I was already amped up. For two, don't ever play with me like that. I'm always keep one in the chamber in case you pondering. Wire quote for all my good folks out there that were fans. But also the wire is right there if you were guessing what that box was. The whole complete show. But right, Tony, what they talking about? Yo, what up, good brother? Can't hear you.
Oh, my bad. What's going on, brother? How you feeling?
I tried to time it just right that you was here for the Stephen A. Smith segment, as well as the you know what? Let's run it back. Tell the good people your feelings on Stephen A. Smith. I know you said you want to dedicate an episode, so just give them a short synopsis.
I feel like Stephen A. really be like sometimes it's against black people. Uh, OJ. Okay, you other people who commit crimes and he don't speak on it, or allegedly commit crimes and don't speak on it. They gave OJ. If people forget, or a lot of people didn't know, the young people know, OJ was one of the greatest running backs ever, not of his time, ever.
Right.
So for them to give him his flowers, like he passed away, the man is dead and gone.
Right.
He beat the case. Whatever. It's other people of different, other black people, white, brown, whatever, Puerto Rican that beat cases. Nobody speak on that stuff. He beat his case. So in my eyes, he's innocent. He didn't go to jail for murder. He went to jail for something else. So for him to like come out and say that, and it's like the same way like when Stephen A. was going at Sha'Carri Richardson because she tested positive for weed, and it's like she didn't test positive for coke. She ain't raped nobody. She ain't do none of that. But I ain't see Stephen A. cover none of the Josh Giddey stuff, messing with that underage girl. Like he pick and choose. Yeah, like he real suspect when it comes to like us, like black people. And I feel like he his ego, like he getting ahead of himself. Like he making money, whatever, but he's starting to kind of forget like you know what I mean, like where he really come from. And I just really feel like he's not for black people anymore.
So I saw something on the Joe Budden podcast where they were referring to an interview with Kenny Smith. So I didn't know that Kenny Smith was a New Yorker. He said that Stephen A. was going to Stephanie A.
Stephanie A.
That shit is still funny to me. Stephen A. Smith was going in on on Kyrie Irving, and he was like, "Yo, stop! You doing too much." Like the same folks that out for us, that's our old heads, is his old heads too. He's from Brooklyn, like he's from Jersey, but he spent most of the time in Brooklyn because his pop from Brooklyn. Yo, relax. And I was like, you know what? Stephen A. did go in on Kyrie for years. He didn't want to take the vaccine. That was his personal preference. And he was very early on saying, like, yo, when it's available, I'm not taking it. I don't disagree with nobody that says they didn't want to take the vaccine.
And that's Kyrie is looking like a genius now.
He looks like a genius. And you know what? I never downplayed nobody for not wanting to take it because I wasn't going to take it until my job made it mandatory. And I was like, but I never knocked nobody for not doing it. I remember having an argument with my mother saying that oh, you're not gonna do it, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, yo, the army made me take vaccines when I was there. I'm no longer in the army. Nobody can tell me. My job told me, I was like, all right, I give in. But the people really want your opinion. How do you feel about Sexy Red?
I feel like her propaganda, her whole angle is to like make black people look stupid. She's encouraging young girls to be ratchet, uneducated, nasty, disgusting. Um, like I don't. Her music is not allowed to be played in my house. Like I don't even when I to the point where I go on Instagram and I see people like doing happy birthday stuff or whatever it is, and her music playing in the background, I skip right over it. Like I don't even want to support her in no way because there's nothing positive about her. And then what's crazy is I actually saw an interview with her. What
Yeah,
happened?
everybody want all this positivity from rappers.
No, what's crazy is again, I'm a father of girls. You got a daughter too, and we can have different opinions, but I'm just saying, like from my perspective, I don't need her influencing any of my kids, the grown ones, the little ones, the medium ones, none of that. Not she is not pushing out anything positive. I don't see her like at fundraisers. I don't see her doing book fairs, and I think she's
I
obligated to.
seen her show up to school and encourage the kids to stay in school.
That's cool, but it's really I wouldn't even want her in my kid's school. I take the A. I take that. If I came to that school, my kid would be transferred immediately. Um, I love wrestling. When I saw her on wrestling, I didn't watch it. I'm not supporting anything that she does. That fucking lip liner line she got out with like my booty hole brown, um, uh, period red. Like it's disgusting. And of course, the people that she worked for, because she works for somebody. Of course, they pushed it out there because they don't want us pushing anything positive. If you try to push anything positive, they're gonna spit under the rug. But I think she's trash. I don't care how good the beats is. Like, she's fucking trash. She's garbage.
So I figured that you were going to take that approach. And she was twerking on kids. You forgot. So what? So what? But I figured you was going to take that approach. And what
Twerking
up,
on kids is insane.
Creamy? How you
Where was
feel
the
about Big
principle?
Sexy since you here? But y'all. So Ryan, when you had your end of the year cookout and it's popping, you're not gonna throw in a little Big Sexy?
No, not at all. This is not allowed to play in my house at all.
She even made a love song for y'all. Y'all
She
still
made
don't
it.
get no credit.
She ain't make it for me. She made it for y'all. She ain't make it for me.
Y'all niggas is hating. Y'all,
I ain't
y'all
hating
the
it.
same people back in the day had no problem with Lil Kim being scared of the dick. And then she threw her lips to the shit.
She wasn't encouraging my kids to be like ratchet, and my kids wasn't around for that. I was a kid at the time, but my parents definitely didn't want me listening to Lil Kim. That I can say.
Y'all niggas really got short memories. Hold on, bring up Tony's comment. She's not here to be nobody kid's role model. Exactly. My daughter doesn't know who she is. However, Megan and Beyonce, Riri, Kim, Foxy, Nicki, they all spoke about sex. What's the problem?
So when you talk about being a role model, when you in that spotlight, I'm gonna go back to Charles Barkley. When you decide to be a celebrity and be somebody who's out there on TV all the time, unfortunately, being a role model actually, in a sense, to a degree, becomes your responsibility. It doesn't mean that if a kid goes shoot a school up or do anything that that's on you. But when you have kids who are following and listening to your music, it is my personal opinion. I think it is your responsibility to put something positive out there because if you reel them in and you got their attention, then now you got a million or so followers of people looking at. All right, bam! Now I can hit you with what I really want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Jay Z did all that. I sell drugs, shoot niggas, this and that. When he really became famous and became whole, who he is now. He doing shit in the community. He out here.
Well, could y'all be giving her too much pressure for the fact that she's still very young? When y'all talk about like Jay Z had to grow up to understand how wrong he was and what he was doing.
That's fair. I literally know nothing about this woman. I just know I don't like her music. I don't even know her age. I don't know where she was born at. None of that. So if she is young, that could be part of it. But
Okay.
again, however, but I think anyone that is 19 or 22 should be conscious enough to not like to be pushing it on people. She never got shoes on too. Like, it's very disturbing.
Beyonce was talking about riding surfboards and drinking watermelon. She said that. That was her. I remember.
See, the problem is there's a certain level of style when it comes to talking about sex. There's ways to do it with tact, right? There's ways to do it without being explicit and or vulgar. Kids riding a surfboard, they don't know what the fuck that means. Okay?
Do that make it any better?
It does make it better because at the end of the day, to them, a surfboard is on the goddamn ocean surfing. Now, when they find out when they 50 or 30, that's something different. It's just like R&B singers back in the day. They used to sing about sex all the time.
Yeah.
We didn't know what the fuck we were singing.
Luther and Marvin was nasty.
That's what I'm saying. But they did it in a way. They did it in a way where it wasn't vulgar and it wasn't disgusting. It wasn't trying to be overtly disturbing to garner views, listens, and streams. That's all I'm saying. It's a difference.
All right. Well, y'all be sexy red up enough. I'm ready to turn up in this.
I wouldn't do that to her. I wouldn't do that to her either. She don't stand a chance. I wouldn't do that to her either. She don't stand a chance.
What? I would. She looked like she'd do some net. Well, then again, I saw her set up. Celebrities have a choice. As long as my child don't follow the masses, I'm good. These celebrities, part of my reality is as parents. It's our job to monitor what does and doesn't get played. I get it. Corey says, "Sexy Red, the poster child for Ratchet Neil," but nobody had a problem with Cardi. Oh, when Cardi was doing it. Yeah, Prince was nasty as hell too. I just learned that Prince had a song called on Purple Rain called "We Could Fuck." That's some wild shit. But like I said, we beat Big Sexy up to death. I really felt good about myself in this moment. Producer, play my video again.
Mark, get set, go. Come on, C, you got him. Why you give up?
Do y'all see the agony in her face when she realized that I was gonna beat her? Yo, parents, I encourage you to take your kids somewhere, because you know a lot of y'all not as in good shape as I am to be able to race your kids at this point. There's a lot of y'all that's real fat asses at this point in your life. So I encourage you to take your kids somewhere and something that you're very good at and just trash them and let them know that even though they're getting older, you can still beat them in this particular area. But with that being said, let's jump into that lounge talk. Now, normally with lounge talk, I have my water cooler topics. Nope. I decided last minute that I want to redo the way I'm going to do my and you bust ass. I raised my daughter and she cried because I won singing with flips. Oh, you be doing flips, Tony? Okay.
What up, Tony?
Oh, you in some good shit. Might have to revisit your profile page. So, for today's lounge talk, I really just had 3 water cooler topics. My first one is kind of just easy. Ryan, what are your thoughts about being on the phone with somebody? And Ryan, don't ever fucking wave to me like that again. Next time,
I wasn't waving at you. I was waving at Tony.
That was kind of weird because I felt like you were staring at me when you did it.
No, I was staring down at her comment. I was looking at her comment. You sick freak.
Yo, shout out to JoJo. That will forever be funny. But so my first question is, how do you feel about people being on the phone? Well, no, a person that you're dating being on the phone and like scrolling on social media while they talking to you.
That don't bother me. I mean, they their own person. It's like we sitting here chilling. I can multitask. Like it's not you sitting scrolling social media. We having a conversation, sitting on the couch or whatever. Now, if you out on a date, it depends on the setting. So if you out on a date,
okay,
something else. If we're out at dinner Like, especially if I'm getting to know you, we talking, and you just on your phone. That either tells me I'm boring, or one, you know, you wanna go on by yourself, and like, cause like,
Oh shit.
yeah, cause I mean, when I'm out, my phone is normally down. Like, I have it on the table, but I'm probably
Right.
not paying. I only have it out because I have kids. So if my
Right.
phone rings, one of my kids. That's it. That's the only reason I'm really getting on my phone. But I'm not getting
Okay.
on it to be on social media and all that, because my undivided attention is on the person, the object of my
So
affection.
okay, so what I'm gathering is you feel that if we're on a date, I want your undivided attention,
Yeah.
but if we not on a date, you don't care.
Right, yeah. If you're sitting in the house chilling, like, yeah, I'm probably on my phone too. I'm probably shit. I got the game on. I probably want you to be
So
quiet.
so as long as you still get like the attention doesn't have to be undivided attention. If
No,
we're
don't in the not in the house. No, but when we out, yeah, like we out, and that's probably in the early phase. But I think once it becomes an established relationship, y'all probably kind of got like y'all groove of what y'all do. So I don't even like that. It's probably completely separate. You know what I'm saying? Some people like married couples, they probably go all the time, be on their phone. They married, bitch ain't
right,
going nowhere. So like. But like in the house, it's different. The house, whatever. But when we on a date, like yeah, this date
right.
number is 5 or 6 or whatever. Like we getting to know each other. We should be getting to know each other. I don't give a fuck about
Okay.
your Instagram.
He said they telling me we going 50-50. No, so if so long as you got the attention and they keeping up with the conversation, you good with it.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
I I think I don't necessarily like it, but the way you just explained that do make me look at it a little different. My problem is like somebody I'll be on the phone and then they start telling me something on their feed. Bitch, did you just like I had somebody we in the middle of like a deep conversation and she tells me something on her feed and I'm like, are you serious right now?
I
But
I had a situation like probably like 10 years back. I remember I was like it was so I had my kids and she had her daughter with us and we was like out at the park somewhere and I was like on the grill, but they was like on a picnic table like probably like 20 yards from me. So of course I'm on a grill, I'm grilling. I had my phone and I remember like so this situation was a little different. She had got mad like you're on your phone and I was like I'm over here by myself. So like again it's like one of the things where every situation is kind of different. Like it's
right,
not because that situation didn't require for my attention to be on nobody other than the fucking hot dogs and burgers.
right.
But
Okay.
I
So,
also because I don't. That's just to say I also don't think you should be telling anybody what they should be doing with this.
okay.
I don't have the right
So
to tell nobody you should be. No, I'll just let you know like I don't like that. It makes me uncomfortable.
all right, so I got a question. I
Mm-hmm.
think I was kind of dared to ask this question, but I was in a group
Uh
chat earlier, right?
oh.
So somebody in the group chat says that a friend of their significant other suggested a place for them to go on vacation.
Okay.
So she asked somebody that recently went to said place in Mexico, and she said, "What are your thoughts about this place?" She said, "Well, that's a place where they have orgies. I didn't go there when I went to Mexico. I went somewhere else. But this place is somewhere where they go to have orgies." So
Cool.
she said, "Oh, I didn't know." She said one of his friends suggested that they go to this place where they have orgies. So
Hold
I
up.
had
So okay. Who was the person that referred them there? A male or a female?
the person that was referred, the referrer was a male. The person being referred was a female.
And how were they connected?
He's the friend of her significant other.
Okay, so that would mean that he possibly went there with her significant other. Is that what you're saying?
Say that again.
Are we saying that he possibly went there with her significant other?
They just looking. They were having casual conversations and put up Corey's comment. They were having conversation like, "Oh, I want to go to Mexico this, day, and the third," and the person says, "Well, y'all should go to such and such."
Yeah.
So she's in a group chat like, "Hey, what's your thoughts on such and such?" Another person in the group says, "Oh, that's where they go to have orgies."
Yeah, that's very strange. Because especially if like, I mean, he might be trying to test the waters. I don't, that's weird as shit to me.
Why would you suggest my girl go somewhere where they have orgies?
Yeah, I'm probably at your door. What's going on, homie?
Yeah. Bro, let's talk about this. Cause my first thing when they said it, I laughed, and put Corey's comment back up. My first thought was exactly what Corey said. I said, "Oh, they're trying to fuck."
He trying.
Now I know we can have, because most of the people you hang around with have similar tastes. I think you can look at a friend's girl and find her attractive, but not cross the line of doing anything to violate.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm like, yeah. It's not even gonna be in my mind to even think she attractive. You know what I mean? That's how I operate. I don't like what's yours is yours, because I don't ever want you to think that. You know what I'm saying? Any of my females or my girlfriend or my ex girls is in play for you. Like,
so you on board with whooping your homie ass for that?
I mean, possibly. I mean, I don't know. The new mayor is kind of locking everybody up, so it just kind of depends on what's going on.
I just, when it was said, I was just like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, like that's weird. That's weird. Like that's extremely weird.
Yo, put up Joel's comment.
Yeah, like why did you even like?
I would have been offended by you even suggesting that place for real. Cause that's like somebody saying,
do I give off orgy
going
energy? Like
that's like somebody saying, yo, I'm going to Philly this weekend. What's a good place to stay? The Blue Moon.
Oh.
So you go there and it's a slutty motel. I don't even think the Blue Moon is open no more. But like, why would you suggest I go here? What you trying to say about me?
Yes, it's very much. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I don't give up orgy energy. So
Producer, drop the link because we jumping into what y'all got to say about that after this next question. But the next question is kind of like, from your last relationship, what's a sign that you ignored?
What the hell is dude on the left? You have a beautiful bald head. Just want to say that. Have a good one. What is happening here? No, don't drop that link. It's about to get bad. Screen the callers. Hey, Shannon, screen the callers. That looked like a spam account.
Yeah, that definitely looked like a spam account.
Captain Birdseye 4.
But the fact that it say Captain, freaky ass nigga, you're a 69 guy. The way they front with
spam, how dare you? Who is that? Like, you said,
but your name is Captain. I don't get down like that, good brother.
What was the question? This shit just went left.
Yo, I gave you a compliment and you called me spammer.
Who is that, yo?
Niggas Susan, put the comment up. I want the people to see. Show the people. I gave you a compliment and you called me a spammer.
Captain Birdseye.
Fine, and you don't have a beautiful body. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why I say the Ant Money Experience is a podcast unlike any other. Where else would you get some wild ass comment like that?
Yeah, that was insane.
What's the timestamp? We at I'll figure it
50
out later.
minutes, yeah, 50 minutes.
Because I'm crying.
This is
7:45, appreciate it, good brother. I mean 7:50, got it. Oh shit.
Yeah, that's
Yo, all right. My question was, what's a sign that you ignored from your last relationship that should have been a signal for you to leave?
Oh, I'm gonna pick it up what Joe just said. Actually, being like overly clingy, like that. That is like.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, like somebody that just don't want to let you out of their sights. And like,
that's
somebody that don't know how to go home.
Yo, Corey, real shit. Yo, Corey.
Put a hat on, though. It's getting weird in here. Yo,
that really like broke my concentration. I really.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yo,
I'm like, did he say what
shit.
I think he did?
Exes as friends, I don't know quite what to say about that one. But producer, jump into that. Jump into that. What y'all got to say about that? Usually I would tie this up, but I don't think I want my ball hit the show for the rest of this episode.
Ain't about to go his hair out now.
And then to find you don't got a beautiful ball head.
Yo.
Good day.
Hey,
Hey,
what's up?
Rocky.
Did you see me get visually assaulted just now?
I did not. I was trying to log into the little thing, so I missed about 2 minutes.
Oh
About
man,
20 seconds.
it looked like a
Yeah.
spam account that said you have the one on the left. You have a beautiful bald head, but the name was like Captain Bird 84.
That's hilarious.
He's sick.
That's hilarious.
He said Ryan gonna be on Ryan gonna be on the next podcast for the party.
No the hell I'm not. Ain't gonna be on the next podcast with dreads. He gonna order some Jones on Amazon.
I'm wearing a
as he
wig
should.
I'm wearing a wig on my next episode.
Not
But
the lace front.
so we asked a couple different questions, but I think the question I want to ask you is: I was in a group chat earlier, and a friend she was asking about spots in Mexico. So she had asked about a particular spot that was suggested, and my friend said, "Hey, what do y'all think about this spot?" Another friend in the group chat was like, "Hey, that's a spot for orgies." So my question is, I mean, when she figures out this information and takes it back to her significant other, like when you find out that your friend, your let's just say your husband's friend suggested y'all go to a spot that was an orgy spot, what is your reaction to that?
So when you say y'all, you mean like my husband and his friends, or like me, my husband,
No.
like my husband and his friends?
So this is a spot. So the vacation is supposed to be a one-on, like a couple's trip, just them two. So if one of your husband's friends, you say like, "Hey, what's a good spot to go for my birthday?" and your husband's friends suggest y'all go to a spot, and you later find out that it's an orgy spot, what is your reaction to that?
Well, I like shit like that. So
I'm about to say she smiled. I saw her smiling. I'm like, oh, she with the
so
shit.
I'm down for it. Whenever we already got some trips plans and things like that. So that's not really a question for me, I don't think, because I'm going for it. Like, oh, you got you know how much tickets are? Like, you got the hookup, you know the discounts. You got the membership fee already. All right, yeah, let's go.
Jesus Christ.
Let's talk about it. Let's figure it out.
Yo, the clips that I'm gonna get from this segment are
Captain whatever about to come back.
I just got here. What you mean?
Okay, my next question is going to be, you know what? Since you're here, I'm gonna rewind this back because this has been a heavy topic. How do you feel about Sexy Red?
I like Sexy Red. I think Sexy Red is authentic. I've been a fan of Sexy Red since her Making My Way Downtown video. So I like Sexy Red. Do I like look up to her or anything like that? Not really, because I'm a grown ass woman. But that's who she is. The aesthetic is her. Like if that's who you are, love, own it. Love that. Do your thing. I think she gets like an unfair rap because of colorism. Because you got people like Ice Spice is out here saying the same shit Sexy Red saying pretty much with less talent. And they're like, oh no, it's different because she don't look dirty. Why exactly?
You think
you're dirty,
Bitch, you a fart.
I be going hard, and everybody get hyped about it, and I'm like, why? Like I think there are like little catchy songs or whatever, but I would definitely prefer Ice Spice, not Ice Spice, would prefer Sexy Red over Ice Spice.
Agreed. So another question is, what are your thoughts on, let's say you on the phone with your husband and he's like scrolling down his timeline? What are your thoughts about that? Are you annoyed? Are you like, nigga, I'm over here talking to you, or it doesn't bother you at all?
it depends on like what we're talking about or whatever. If we're just having, like on the phone, just be on the phone. Then yeah, scroll away. If we're in the middle of a conversation, don't be on your phone when we're like talking about stuff. If you can't, especially if you can't like multitask and really like hear what I'm saying to you while you scrolling your phone. Like if you can multitask, and like, if that's how you like stay focused and stuff, cool. But if you can't multitask, you know that's what I'm saying to you. Don't be on your phone scrolling, looking at stuff.
Okay, that's a very fair point. So the last question I have is, what are some signs from your last relationship that you ignored?
The change of movements. Like at one point, that's a trick question because it's which one would you prefer? Give me a
let's go with one on the lower end of the scale.
All right. The timelines is crazy. So he was a little controlling.
Okay.
He was insecure, and he was like that before I got with him. And you know, I don't help a lot with insecurities and stuff. I make things like that worse. So I ignored that real bad.
You know what? I like that difference. The difference in movement. The movement changes. I've noticed subtle shit, but
yeah.
I ignore it after because I always bring up the changes when I notice it. Where I put my guard down, where I fuck up is when I ask about it and they say, "Oh, that's nothing.
Oh, no.
I'm fine." And then I start me being a dumbass. "Oh, she's fine. It's nothing wrong." And then later on down the line, you didn't even notice I was changing.
Yeah. That's a good one. Yeah.
But Scooty, always appreciate you tuning in. This has been a wild episode. I appreciate you checking in now.
All right, y'all stay blessed.
You too. Oh shit! I guess nobody else wanted to tune in tonight, so I'm gonna ask the producer to throw that spotlight on. I would normally take my bandana off for this segment, but I don't feel safe taking my bandana off.
It's not a safe
rest of this episode. So Ryan, I believe the last time we had talked, you were taking a short break, just a little summer break, just to get some things right with your ladies at home and your little ladies at home. I don't want to put it out there like Ryan be out here knocking them down crazy. So he say he don't, but yo, no, royalty. I'm for sure keeping it on for the rest of the episode. It's not coming off. But Ron, just get out the people a little bit of an idea about your show, and then also when can they start tuning back in for you?
Oh, well, so they can tune in every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Even though I didn't drop the show yesterday, but I got 2 more shows that I'm going to do, and then I'm done for the summer, and I'll be running all my other stuff that y'all didn't see yet. But I don't really got to get nothing together. I'm just taking a break. It's been a long year.
I didn't want to say like getting together. I meant more so like break, chill with the children.
Fuck them kids. No, but I'll be hanging out with the kids a lot more. But it's summertime. I want to just enjoy the summer. I'm still gonna be recording because I got like interviews and stuff lined up. So,
okay.
I'm really probably gonna be like honestly working more on like season 2 and start running out there. I'm probably gonna start running the 3rd week of September, maybe the 1st week of October. I got a plan now, so I'm gonna be dropping every other week going forward.
Shout out to JoJo. You wasn't on at the time, but Ryan called me a sick freak. The story behind that I can't share on here, but Ryan knows the story behind it. I know the story behind it. It's hilarious. I wish I could share that with the audience, but I can't.
The fat Faison liar.
Maybe you should share it on the for the members only.
No knowing who the story's about, I'm not sharing that shit with nobody if they don't know me in real life.
Well,
oh, you said share it? Okay,
yeah.
I'm going to share it.
Oh God, here you go.
So, JoJo happened to be going through a person's phone who she at once had oh, you ruined it. I already started it. She was going through the phone of a person that she once had relations with, and she found that he was just talking to a bunch of people, but he was just talking to them. And she said, "Why are you doing this? You're not even you're not even following through. You just talking to people." She's like, "You know what? You got a problem. You're really a sick freak." And when he said it, I was like, "She said that to you?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "I really felt like a piece of shit." Now that's as much as I could tell y'all without getting in trouble, but you get the gist of the story. I wish I could go into all the details. You know, you catch me out in the street. Run up to me, yo, Ian, remember that sick freak story? Tell me the whole story. I actually had a moment like that last week. I saw one of my favorite podcasters, and she happens to be a yo, JoJo, this has been a hell of an episode. I saw one of my favorite podcasters, and she has a question segment. So I submitted a question, and she said, "You entitled ass motherfucker. Like, who the fuck do you think you are?" And I was like, I never forgave her for that. So when I saw her 2 weeks ago, I reminded her of that. And she said, "Was I lying?" I said, "No." She said, "Well, at least you know I always keep it real with you." I was like, you know what? But ladies and gentlemen, well, Ryan, one last message for the people before we go.
Condoms are cheaper than diapers.
Say that one more time.
Condoms are cheaper than diapers. That's it. It's
He's not
summertime.
lying.
I'm saying you.
Uh,
I want y'all all to enjoy your summer and your winters.
damn, fuck you, JoJo. It ain't. It's just the way I'm sitting.
Tyler was drunk when you first came on. Wow.
But ladies and gentlemen, this has been a dope episode. I knew it was going to go off the rails a little bit. I did not expect to be told I have a beautiful bald head, and I've never been violated in such a way in my life. I can't wait to go back and clip up this episode. Thank y'all for
Was Corey expecting?
Oh shit.
Is Corey expecting?
Like 17 years too late for that message for me. But no, I definitely want to thank y'all for tuning in. This has been a randomly fun episode. See y'all next week. Peace and blessings.